Hello, all you people out there in the Gare Bear universe. Welcome to another edition of the Gare Bear Review. The shirt says it all. We are back, pitches. But unfortunately, I already did that review a while ago, so you can check that out if you want on my channel. Also, today we're going to be climbing Everest. It's a little nippy out here. It's getting close to winter. But let's climb a mountain, the biggest mountain of all time. Everest, yes. It's actually based on a true story about a couple climbers, about a group, actually, of travel guys. They tend to bring groups up to Everest. You know, they train them, they take them up, they go to the peak, and then they come back down. So, it's actually really an amazing story. And with these characters that they developed, even in the shortest time frame, it works out tremendously. Now, this was directed by Baltazar Komakar. If you don't know the name, you definitely know those movies. A couple of them, not all of them. He did Contraband with Mark Wahlberg. He did Two Guns again with Mark Wahlberg. He also did The Deep, Inhale. You know, he's only directed a few. He's written a couple also. Um, most Now with Everest, it was actually kind of fun to watch because there weren't a lot of big names here. You had Jason Clarke was involved. You have Thomas Wright, Martin Henderson. You also all of a sudden you had Charlotte Beaving, who's in this. You have Chris Rivalry, Michael Kelly, Naoko Mori, John Hughes. The list goes on, and you actually end up finding better people in this movie. Also, you also have Jake Gyllenhaal. There are only a slight few people in this movie that you'll recognize and that you'll love having in it. Josh Brolin, also three. All right, so there you go. Three amazing actors. Three people that you recognize. Otherwise, it's a pile of nobodies that you don't really know per se, but you might recognize from other movies, but not offhand. It, in this instance, with this type of movie, especially on those true story movies, it makes it seem more realistic, even though it truly happened years ago. Um, having nobodies play, you know, heroes and people like of this caliber is actually makes it more realistic because you don't know what they look like until the end. Like most movies like this, what they do is they tend to put uh, their actor counterparts with the actual footage or with their photos of the actual person who played it. Excuse me. Um, this movie, it actually it's very intense, very nail biting. Had me at the edge of my seat. If you haven't gone by now by the volume of my voice, go see this movie. Especially in IMAX. If you ever have the chance to see it in IMAX, go see it in that format. It is the only way that you're going to get satisfied with this movie. It's just like the way that they filmed it. The cinematography is just incredible to look at, and the acting is great. I mean, like I said, I was on the edge of my seat the entire film. Like I was rooting for everyone to get to the top and to get to the bottom, all at the same time. And the thing is, with this type of movie, most of them die if you know the story. Unfortunately, it's an incredible, especially Josh Brolin's character, person that he portrayed. His story is incredible. He was considered dead when they came back down for days, and he came back. He walked back to the. I mean, I can't even explain it because it's just so overwhelming of emotions. Like I actually ended up crying towards the end of this movie because of one character alone, and that was the little Asian woman who apparently made six of seven summits, and this was her seventh, and she wanted to make that trip, and I think they said she was 60 years old. I think. Um, and it was just every character had an amazing story to tell, and they told it in a short amount of time, which I loved. And the director sold me on every goddamn story, and I know they're gonna get you, because I know my fans out there, they pretty much have the same mindset as I do. Go see Everest. Go see Everest in IMAX. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It's definitely worth your pay, your hard-earned money. I personally ended up seeing it at least 2 more times after that. Uh, Once in 3D. I saw it in actual all 3 formats. I saw it in regular, which it was cool. It was fun to watch. 3D and regular, movie theater format was good. But IMAX is where it was built to be played in an IMAX theater. Some movies are just filmed for IMAX just because it would be fun. Some movies weren't built for it, but they should have been. Everest was all of it. It was made to be in IMAX. It was filmed to be in IMAX, and it is meant to be seen in IMAX. So go check that out. You should also check out my channel. You should subscribe it. Do that. You can put a little thumbs up right there on the bottom. Come back for our next adventure, because we're going to the highest point on Earth, to one of the undeclaimed, unforeseen in space. So we're going with we're gonna go save Matt Damon in Mars. We're gonna go to the Martian. We're seeing Martian. All right. Stay tuned, guys. Bye.